Welcome to Assetto Corsa Evo, early access. Let's be very clear about that. This game just came out. The early access of this game just came out yesterday, and I've noticed a lot of people are having problems finding certain things in the menus, getting up and running. So I kind of just wanted to do a fast startup video. Sorry I sound a little nasally right now. I am a bit sick, hence why I have some time to do this video. So yeah, like I said, this is just going to be a fast little setup video to hopefully fix some issues some of you guys are having. When you first start the game, you get to see their early access roadmap. We are here. Well, yesterday we were here. I guess we're technically very slightly forward of there. You can see they plan on doing a content drop and then the second early access release, which I'm assuming the price is going to go up on. I believe that's what they were saying. And then they fully expect the game to be version 1.0 by fall of 2025. So first things first, I noticed a lot of people want to change from kilometers to miles per hour. You can't. It's not working. So right off the rip, it's right here. As soon as you fire the game up, gameplay and HUD, it would be under HUD, and I can prove it because when you hover over gameplay, it says general. Configure general settings such as language and units of measurement. So we just haven't unlocked that yet. That should be, I'm going to assume, one of the very first things to come out. Second thing is video. You can choose what monitor you want to use there, the aspect ratio and the resolution. Frame rate limiter, vertical sync, and full screen. Triple screen is apparently not working right now. So I'm only showing you these settings because these settings have worked for me. My game doesn't crash. My game does run, and it gets roughly 85, 90 frames per second on a 4070 Ti with a 12900K. Discard, I didn't change anything. Graphics preset custom. Upscaling mode I have off right now. I did have it on DLSS yesterday. I didn't really notice too much of a difference in frame rate. So I have it off for right now. A lot of people were getting it. They couldn't find the DLSS. I don't know, but it's right there. This was all default. Everything else is on ultra or high, or as high as I can have it, except for motion blur. So yeah, those are going to be all of my presets. And like I said, the game runs great for me. Discard. Next is going to be controls. So here's where it's a little weird. You have to choose up here what you're setting the controls to. So like for the racing wheel, and you'll notice there's two. There's a clutch, a brake, throttle, and a steer left and right. And then there's steering, throttle, brakes, and clutch access. Access is going to be, well, a regular is going to be like a push button, like as if you were hitting a button on a keyboard. Access is going to be something with a range to it, like a pedal or a wheel, something that has a potentiometer that can change the input. What you have to do is after you set these things, make sure it's highlighted, and then properties will show up. And then here you can change your dead zones. You can invert access. I've noticed a lot of people saying their handbrake was stuck on, or their brakes were stuck on, or it's right here. You hit invert access. That's it. The most important thing is you have to hit apply. I would do it after every single one. Just hit apply to make sure it stays. And you'll know it's right because it'll pop up over here that you're using your wheel for this and your handbrake for this. Let's see, nope, discard. Let's see, what else are people getting stuck on? So let's do single player. Practice, you can change from practice to quick race to, well, not race weekend yet. Another thing, practice duration, 15 minutes, 40 minutes. You can set the time here. This one under it, practice start time, is time of day using a 24-hour clock cycle. It's not like if you set this to 72 and then this to 20, you aren't starting your practice 20 minutes into the it sounds stupid to bring up, but some people aren't smart. So, stability control is under single player assist. Traction control is not. So just because you have stability control off doesn't mean you're going to be able to drift or slide or anything like that. Yeah, vehicle setup. Right here, if you look, it says I'm under tires. You would expect this is where I could change the tire compound, but it's not. If you go to fuel and strategy, under your fuel is where you can change your tire compound from supercar, hypercar. Granted, this is going to vary vehicle by vehicle, but you can change tire compound. It's just not where you would expect it to be. Once again, you have to map. You have to map your lights. So I have them set up on a wheel. A big change from this game, from the old Assetto, is you can actually change your settings in the game. So you can actually map your controls and stuff through the game. Now, you don't have to back out to the main menu or close everything and go to Content Manager. You can do it in game. And then, let's see. I also have a button map for traction control. I heard people saying you can't drift in this game. It does feel very weird, but it is absolutely possible. I've noticed you can't really clutch it over. What you kind of have to do is whip it and tap the brakes, and then you can get a nice oversteer. But it's very, very twitchy and very grabby, especially if you're used to the older Assetto, or like a Forza Motorsport. It's very difficult, but it is absolutely possible. That's about it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick startup here because I saw a lot of people were having issues and a lot of them seemed really easily fixable. Have a great day, guys.